Alex Schulte's title is Thankless Public Service. I promise you in the first 20 seconds of the speech, you will be listening up. Let's have Alex on stage.
All right, don't worry guys, only 3 speeches left. Borrow a line from Tamta, there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right. October 16th, 2011 was not like most other days. I woke up, strapped a bomb to my chest, put a suit on, and hopped in a cab to Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. As I approached the security checkpoint, my palms were sweaty, and as I exited the millimeter wave advanced imaging technology system, with my conscience and my explosive device weighing heavily on my conscience, I was apprehended by the officers of the Transportation Security Administration. I'd been caught. And what was my first thought? Thank God for the TSA. Now, that's a true story. I've been working as a consultant for the TSA for about 1.5 years at this point, and have been conducting security assessments and risk analyses on the transportation security system. And so I was overjoyed to see through this first-hand test that the system works. And the system works due to the tireless and thankless efforts of the men and women of the TSA. The American people need to recognize this. As passengers, we often forget that TSA officers are first and foremost law enforcement officers. That is, their primary job is not to flash you a smile and remind you to kindly take your shoes and jackets off. Their job is to keep guys like me that day off of your plane. And that's a really hard job. They have to screen millions of people in search of just a handful of individuals, of adversaries that are very intelligent, they're dynamic, and they're determined. Now, the TSA as an organization isn't perfect, but let's think about the officers as individuals. What do they get for their service? They get slandered by the media and vilified by the very passengers that they're trying to protect. That's not right. So I have a question. Who here was here on Monday for the speech by Steve Hadley, the National Security Advisor? Okay, a couple of you guys. He actually made a very similar point to this in talking about public servants on this very stage just a couple days ago. He said that public servants, no matter who they are, no matter what their political affiliations are, they're just trying to serve their country the best they can. And he says that that should afford them at least a presumption of good faith. Unfortunately, the public servants of the TSA have a thankless job. Instead, they should be celebrated for their contribution to our society. Just as policemen protect our streets and firemen protect our home, TSA officers protect our airways. So, when we went home for Thanksgiving, they were there protecting us. When we go home for the holidays, they're there protecting us. As Fletcher students and guests and even Harvard students, they'll be there protecting you as you go travel all over the world. TSA officers go to work every day to protect our way of life. So I stand in front of you here today, again with sweaty palms, but no explosive device, to make one simple request. Next time you go to the airport and you're going through the security checkpoint, look the TSA officer in the eye and say, "Thank you for your service."